1845. The sun rises over Missouri, lighting a line of covered wagons stretching toward the horizon. Inside are families, farmers, dreamers, chasing whispers of a promised land in the west. They're heading toward Oregon. 2,000 miles of wilderness, hope, and heartbreak. Between 1843 and the late 1860s, nearly 400,000 people took this trail. They weren't explorers, they were ordinary Americans and Europeans. Farmers, teachers, mothers, children, all chasing a better life. After the panic of 1837, the economy collapsed. The government promised free land through the Donation Land Claim Act. And newspapers called Oregon a land of milk and honey. So they packed their wagons and followed a dream. The dream of manifest destiny, that America was meant to stretch from sea to sea. The trail began in Independence, Missouri, and wound through Kansas, Nebraska, Wyoming, Idaho, and finally Oregon. A typical day meant 10 to 15 miles on foot beside ox-drawn wagons. They rose before dawn, cooked over open fires, crossed rivers, and braved storms on endless plains. Their wagons carried flour, bacon, coffee, and rifles, but never enough of any. The journey took 5 to 6 months. For many, the dream ended in tragedy. 1 in 10 pioneers never reached Oregon. An estimated 10 to 15 graves per mile once lined the route. The deadliest threat wasn't bandits or wild animals, it was cholera, spreading through water and food. Others drowned in rivers or froze in the mountains. Yet letters home spoke of only success, stories of rich soil and open land that fueled Oregon fever. The US government didn't exactly lie, but it didn't tell the whole truth. Pamphlets painted Oregon as paradise. What they left out was that this land was already home to native nations, that winters were brutal and survival never certain. The Oregon Trail wasn't alone. The California Trail drew gold seekers. The Santa Fe Trail carried trade. The Mormon Trail led the faithful to Utah. And the Bozeman Trail cut toward Montana through conflict and blood. But Oregon stood apart, a trail of families, not fortune, of endurance and hope. When the railroad opened in 1869, the wagons went silent. To truly understand it, you must hear the voice of those who walked it. This was the Oregon Trail.
We left Independence before sunrise. 50 wagons stretching toward the horizon. They said Oregon was a paradise, a land of green hills and soft rain. We believed it. We had to. Each day, I walk beside our wagon through dust that never settles. The sun burns my face, and the wind steals my breath. When a wheel breaks, we fix it. When a child coughs, we pray. The prairie feels endless, and sometimes I forget what trees look like. Yesterday, we buried a young mother near the Platte River. Cholera took her before noon. We marked her grave with a stick and a name carved by her husband's knife. Then we moved on. Out here, grief has to keep walking. By July, the mountains rose ahead of us like walls. Snow in summer, rivers that pull at the oxen's legs until they fall. We traded a rifle for flour, a blanket for salt. Still, we keep moving west, chasing a promise we can't afford to lose. Now it is October. We've reached the Willamette Valley, green and alive. Half our wagons are gone, but we made it. They'll say this trail built America, but for me, it built something smaller, a quiet kind of courage, and a promise I refuse to let die, no matter how many we lost along the way.